prayer, and also a little silence for Betty White and all those that passed away, that opened doors for us to be here. Because we cannot forget the people that praise and open the doors for you and I to be and to fight, and never forget why we are in the position that we are. That we never forget that if we don't look out for each other, nobody will. If you don't look out for your community, nobody will. Now this is great. Because if you don't do it, mi gente latina, si ustedes no se unen como gente latina, no vamos a ir a ningún lado. Tenemos que romper cuanta barrera en el nombre del Señor y unirnos como un pueblo para que nos respeten como negociantes. Conocen bien, yo respeto a aquellos que nos respetan. Le doy gracias que Gayle está aquí con nosotros, Carolina está con nosotros y el señor Marte está con nosotros. Y el Contralor, and you must understand the reason you're here, because we voted for you. The people trust in you. Please don't let us down, because this is your community. We are family. Yes. And if we don't look out for each other, you represent us down there that they don't understand who we are here. So I pray for each and every one of you leaders to be our stronghold, because we are the people, by the people, and for the people. And we want to make sure in this message of technology and all the big corporates that you start as a small mom and pop. Don't let money or greed blind you and forget those and pay forward to those so we can succeed, so we can take care of our community and take care of our future. How can you give the young people a future if you're not taking care of each other? How can you say you love God and you're not taking care of each other? Let's do that. Let's take care of one another so we can take care of our Bodegas, who has raised us to be there. I love my bodega. When I was a kid in South Bronx, in 3rd Avenue, it was my bodega that I went. My mother picked me up. Why you stay long? Because that's where I chilled, in la bodega, when I was 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old. Amen? Señor, te alabamos y te glorificamos, Señor. Te damos gracias, Padre, que estamos aquí. Señor, ayuda a tu pueblo latino. Que abran los ojos, que nos unimos, Señor, para luchar para nosotros. Porque si no lo hacemos, nadie lo va a hacer, Padre. Para que nos ganemos nuestro respeto, Señor, como negociante y como ser humano. Father, we want to thank you that we are here as a Latino businesses, that we deserve respect. We don't deserve hands out. We work hard as a Latino. We always work hard, because my grandmother was an entrepreneur. She gave it to my great-grandmother was an entrepreneur, had her business, and gave it to my grandmother, and my grandmother retired. So I have entrepreneur blood inside of my soul, because they are the one that I'm here and make sure that their vision, their dream will not die. So big technology, you need to work with every person that is here today. You must work with all these human beings that work slave, working every day and night, so they could feed their family. They got family too. So let's go and move forward. I want to represent Gayle Brewer, who I have a great respect. We don't hang out.
Yeah.
We never hang out, but I'm hoping we can have a cup of coffee, so she don't let other people tell her, but she gets to know who I really am. That I am a good trouble, because I only care about my people. It's all matter about respect and getting to know each other. But I am so happy. You know how I met Gayle? And Summer Futuro. And when I spoke, Gayle said, I know her, I vouch for her. That touched me, because I didn't know who Gayle Brewer was. So I said, I didn't know I had a fan in Gayle. So I am honored that she's here. And I am so, I don't know, I love her. I'm a big fan of hers. I don't know if she knows, but Gayle Brewer, you have the floor.
Thank you very much.
Gayle.
Everybody who showed up. I want to say that the bodegas are the backbone of every single community in the city of New York.
That's right.
The backbone. And you know what? That friggin' store, which is not, it's a warehouse. I think it's illegal across the street. And all of these Go-Puffs and Jackers and all the other gorillas gotta go.
Gotta go! Gotta go.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
And as borough president, I contacted all the city agencies, city planning, Department of Buildings, Department of Health, SLA, to say you are not coordinating. Do you realize that these are in their warehouses in a zoning for retail, restaurant, and food establishments? They are not in the right zoning category.
That's
They
right.
are illegal.
Illegal.
And I have to say, we wrote the letter. We're going to do again another letter to the Adams administration. All we got from the Department of Buildings and City Planning is we're talking. That's not good enough. These are not legal, and they're going to kill the wonderful Latino restaurants, the wonderful bodegas, the wonderful delis, every single wonderful mom and pop supermarkets, every single local business. These guys are all hedge funds and VCs from all over the world. Take a look at their websites. Read their financials. There's billions, not millions, billions behind them. We have got to get rid of them. And I'm here to say thank you, every single United Vote and every other group that's here today. Thank you for my hat. Thank you so much for being here to be supportive. So let me just say, let me give you some of the other reasons to get rid of these. I have a lot of respect for the delivery people. I work with them. It is insane to tell somebody you have to get an apple to somebody in 15 minutes. What's wrong with that? Go to the bodega and get your apple. Because it's also bad for the delivery person, it's bad for the pedestrians, it's bad for our city. Number two, in my neighborhood on 88th Street, there's a brand new Joker, J-O-K-R. Some of us know that. It's huge. All of these, not open yet, but we're peeking in. First of all, they're not supposed to cover all the windows. That's illegal. They do that every single one. You can't see damn thing in there. That's illegal. You can see in your store. You can see in the deli. You can't. It's illegal to do that.
I'm coming to.
You can go into the store at bodega. You can see in the windows in the bodega. It is illegal what they're doing. And guess what? They put all the bikes in there with the batteries. Have you been watching? These batteries are exploding. What about the people upstairs? Another reason to get rid of these damn dark stores. So I'm here to say thank you. We are going to work with this administration to make sure that these dark stores are not legal and go. Not open to the public. Covering the windows. Putting the bicycles with the food in one space. Illegal according to C1 and C5 zoning, which is most of where these are located. So, and they're run by these big hedge funds from all over the world. We need the bodegas, we need you, and we're all going to fight to keep the bodegas and to get rid of all these dark stores.
Save our bodegas!
And now I'm going to present to you the man of the hour, the man that fights for us. You may not like him, but you're going to respect him. His name is Frank Garcia.
Yeah.
My name is Frank Garcia. I'm chairman of the National Association of State Chambers. I want to first congratulate Carmen. This is her first press conference as chairwoman of the New York State Chamber, the first LGBT ever to be chairwoman of a state chamber nationally. Let's give her a big applause, because that's a huge compliment. And she's starting the year the way that we need to start, to defend the bodegas.
That's right.
Before anything, I do want to congratulate my counterparts that are here from the restaurants, bodegas, supermarkets. We'll all come together as leaders, because leaders got to lead. But before I introduce my bodegas, because I'm not going to go into the speech, I wanted to say that my grandfather, who I have never said publicly in the press, and I don't think Gail or Councilwoman Rivera knows, but other people don't know, that my grandfather was Nazario Garcia, the first Puerto Rican bodega in this neighborhood, and started in the 1950s and was founding member of the Latin Grocery Association, the first Puerto Rican bodega here in New York. This is personal.
That's right.
This is personal. They're going against our community. These guys across the street, they're Wall Street that is coming in to destroy our neighborhood, and we're not going to allow it. So I want to be able today to be very clear that we're taking a stand, not just here, nationally.
That's
Puerto
right.
Rico, California,
That's right.
Texas, Florida,
Colombia,
everywhere.
everywhere.
I'm going to Colombia. They're trying to go into Colombia now. They're trying to go in Latin America. I'm telling my counterparts, don't let them in. We're not going to let them here. Don't let them over there because it's not fair. Why they're not investing in small Latino or minority technology companies? Why they think they could be the white savior for our community? We don't need Grubhub or others to fund our. We need them to
Bodegas.
support us. The Bodegas are the ones. So I'm going to introduce Francisco from the Bodega Association, and we also have our other counterpart that when the Vice Minister of Dominican Republic Small Business came down, he brought almost 100 bodegas because they come together and they fight, and they're here today. And Radamez is here ready to fight with his members. You see their hat? They're ready to go. They say that Latinos are gangs. This is our gang.
Ready, Rumble.
Save our bodega! Again, bien duro, save our bodega! Francisco.
No, wait, Frank. I'm the boss here right now. Go with it. Now I want to introduce to you our another leader, Christopher Marte, and may come forward.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go. Save our bodegas.
Save our bodegas! Save our bodegas! Save our bodegas!
Look, it's really symbolic that we're here in front of Stop 1 because we need to put a stop to these VC-backed delivery warehouses. We can see what these locations could do to a community. We have a dark store that is going to decrease safety, decrease interaction, decrease communication between community members, while we have this beautiful bodega filled with products, filled with people, filled with culture, willing to come in and out and exchange ideas. This is what builds community. That is what destroys community. As Gail said, we believe that these locations are illegal. And so we will get together in the new council to make sure that we correct the wrongs and support our small businesses.
Thank you.
In this district, even before the pandemic, we saw how mom and pop shops were suffering. Whether it was in Chinatown, the Lower East Side, or in the financial district. And we saw during the pandemic how new VC-backed tech companies were taking advantage of restaurants. Well, we see the pattern and we see the signs. And so now we have to put a stop of it to protect our bodegas. So we're here, united as a citywide coalition to stop this and make sure that we can defend our mom and pops. Thank you.
Right. Woo! Let's introduce themselves so that way I don't repeat. They're going to repeat and say it anyway. Pero tenemos el caballero de los negociantes, yo lo llamo el caballero porque es smooth. Señoras y caballeros, el señor Francisco Marte.
Yeah!
Gracias. Thank you. My name is Francisco Marte, founders of Bodega and Small Business Association. We, the Bodegas, will be fighting here on the worst time of our community. We represent really the community. We're there to help our community. During the pandemic, we was there. We was risking our life. We was serving our community, serving our people. So now we be facing a lot of problems. Public safety, the increase of the rent, and now for the worst is coming those dark stores that come to destroy our community, that come to steal our business, the business that we be working, creating, serving the community. They don't serve the community. They come to get just benefit from the community because they are not there for the people when they are needed, because they cannot go there and they cannot give no credit or they cannot help them. They are not there for the emergency because nobody can run to them. So they just come to take a benefit of our community, destroy our small business, and we are here to fight. We're gonna fight fiercely against those dark stores. We are not against the technology, but what we ask as a bodegas and small business leaders is, come to work with us, get some funding for our bodega, help our bodega to go to the next level, to the technologies. Let's do a training. That's what we need. We are not against the apps. We want to work. Come to work with us. Let's use the local bodegas to do the service, to operate your business as apps. and then you can give him more, make the bodega more strong, and we can keep serving the community, and we can stay in the community. So what we have to do is just work in order to work together, not to fight. Now it's time to heal, not to hate. So let's come together and let's help each other, and you can help the bodegas, and even create some of those funds to help the bodegas with the technologies, can be equipment or how to go to the next level. That's what we want. Thank you very much. Español. Ok, gracias. Ok. Yo lo entiendo un poco.
Elegir productos de calidad en el supermercado no es un juego de niños.
Si no tiene nuestro loguito, no lo pongas en el carrito.
Cuando veo el logo de Cibao Meat, me siento tranquila, porque sé que estoy llevando a casa un producto de mucha calidad.
Cuando compres embutidos, piensa siempre en la salud de tu familia y busca los productos de Cibao Meat. Y recuerda, si no tiene nuestro loguito, no lo pongas en el carrito. Cibao Meat Product, tradición de calidad.
Para comprar productos frescos y de calidad en el supermercado, hay algunos que se van a los extremos. Muy a los extremos.
¡Wow!
Pero para llevar a casa los mejores embutidos, solo hay que buscar el sello de la calidad Cibao Meat.
Porque son los mejores.
Porque son calidad probada.
Porque son tradición.
Y calidad.
Si no tiene este loguito, no lo pongas en el carrito.
Ok, mi nombre es Francisco Marte, fundador de la Asociación de Bodegas y Pequeños Comerciantes. Estamos aquí para defender la existencia de nuestra bodega. Durante los tiempos más difíciles nosotros estamos apoyando nuestra comunidad. Hemos estado en los momentos de la pandemia sirviéndole a nuestra comunidad. Tenemos muchísimos problemas que enfrentar. Tenemos problemas de inseguridad pública, de la renta, y ahora para peor vienen estas tiendas, que son tiendas que vienen a robar nuestro negocio, porque no están aquí para servirle a la comunidad ni en una necesidad ni tampoco en una emergencia, porque si tienen una necesidad ellos no le abren la puerta para apoyar o ayudar a alguien que necesite algo. Si es una emergencia, la puerta está cerrada, usted no puede correr para allá. Nosotros estamos abiertos para proteger a nuestra comunidad y darle servicio a nuestra comunidad. Entonces necesitamos que las corporaciones, que estas aplicaciones vengan a trabajar con nosotros. Nosotros no vamos a defender en contra de ellas, pero nosotros no queremos tanta pelea, nosotros queremos trabajar unidos. Que vengan las aplicaciones a trabajar con la bodega que ya están establecida, para apoyarla y ofrecerles servicio y cómo entrenarlo para que puedan entrar al mundo de la tecnología. Nosotros tenemos que movernos en la tecnología, necesitamos apoyo. No nos vengan a quitar nuestro negocio, que tanto sacrificio y tanta sangre nos ha costado para llevárselo. Vengan a trabajar con nosotros y nosotros le vamos a dar servicio a la comunidad a través de sus aplicaciones. Gracias.
De concejal Carolina Rivera.
My councilwoman! My councilwoman! Where I live, my councilwoman.
Imagina que tengo como inquilino. Okay. Buenas tardes a todos. Thank you for being here. Hello. That's why we got supporters.
Yeah! Yeah! Save our bodega!
So hello everyone, I'm Carolina Rivera. I'm the councilwoman representing District 2. That's the community that raised me. We have a long, rich history of bodegas, of small businesses, and we cannot deny that bodegas are a part of the history of New York City and an important piece of our culture. Everyone loves to talk about the bodegas. So now it's time to show our support. So that is why we are here. So I'm proud to join Chris Marte, Gail Brewer, the United Bodegas of America, the Bodegas and Small Business Association. Hay un montón de gente aquí que está luchando. Okay. So last year, I want to just also thank the Yemeni American Merchants Associations because they also have similar battles that they're facing. So last year, we took third-party delivery apps head-on in the council. We demanded rights and protections for delivery workers throughout the city, many of them who are also Latino. And as we all know, that fight is far from over. So we got more and more new so-called delivery companies popping up every day. You see them popping up. And we know that we have to make sure that we are really protecting our small businesses. So we have to expand opportunities. We have to make sure we have protections for bodegas and small businesses, especially those that are minority and women owned.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, so in District 2, some things that you're asking, well, what can the council people do? Well, you heard Councilman Marte. We can investigate what is legal and what is illegal and make sure that we are holding people accountable.
That's right.
In District 2, I helped to build alliances with local organizations to create a small business support fund. It's designed to assist our bodegas, assist our laundromats, assist other establishments with minor capital improvements, with marketing, with design, other investments to help our small businesses thrive, but also pivot right to a 21st century economy because it is here. So these are the sort of community-based initiatives I'm committed to replicating citywide in this coalition with the leaders and the business people leading the way and letting us know what we're doing right and what we can do better. So I'm a council member, absolutely. But more importantly, I grew up here. I'm a lifelong New Yorker. I'm a proud Latina, Boricua, pa' que tú lo sepas.
Yeah!
Woo! First and forever. So I stand here with you today as both your representative and your neighbor, and I'm committed to fighting to protect the livelihoods of you and all of your families, because that's what's the most important. So, alguna palabra en español bien rapidito. So, con más aplicaciones de servicios a domicilio apareciendo cada día, debemos expandir las protecciones y oportunidades para las bodegas y negocios pequeños, especialmente aquellos que son dueños de minorías y mujeres. En mi distrito trabajé para crear alianzas con organizaciones locales para crear un fondo de apoyo diseñado para ayudar a nuestras bodegas, lavanderías y otros pequeños negocios con mejores capitales menores, con marketing, con diseño y otras mejores que permitan a nuestros negocios mantenerse y crecer. Y quiero decir algo más. Cuando mi abuelo vino de Puerto Rico, él tenía bodega en Bushwick. Esto es personal. Esto es la historia de mi familia. When my grandfather came from Puerto Rico, he opened a bodega. This is personal. This is my life story. This is the life story of all of the people here. So we have an obligation and a responsibility to make sure that we keep this one and all the other ones open and thriving. And you have my commitment today and going forward.
Yeah.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido. Gracias, concejal. ¡Save Bodegas!
Ahora tenemos otro líder from United Bodega America, Ramírez Rodríguez.
¡Ese mismo! ¡Dale duro para que nos respete! ¡Dale duro!
Voy a empezar en español, como lo que soy, un buen dominicano.
¡Apa! ¡Así es!
Hace 35 años a esta ciudad y donde aterricé fue en una bodega y hasta el día de hoy sigo levantándome a las 5:30 de la mañana para llevarle el pan de cada día a mi familia. Le doy gracias a Dios por haberme permitido ser un bodeguero del cual me siento sumamente honrado. Hemos pasado todas las que una persona puede pasar. Cuando llegamos principalmente a esta ciudad donde yo estuve en el Bronx en el año 1985, donde salíamos de nuestras casas y nos despedíamos porque no sabíamos si íbamos a llegar de nuevo a la casa. Hemos estado aquí. Vinieron los Big Boxes que también nos hicieron muchísimos daños a nosotros. Luego viene Amazon que también nos ha hecho bastante hoyo a nuestros negocios. Y ahora también vienen estos almacenes que van a estar en cualquier lugar y que usted no sabe, en lugares que ni siquiera sabemos si son legales o no son legales. Yo quisiera saber si a uno de estos negocios va a ir una madre o un padre a dejarle un sándwich pago a su hijo, o un hijo va a ir a que nosotros lo cuidemos en que los padres vienen. Nosotros no solamente somos negocios, nosotros hemos venido trabajando con nuestra comunidad y queremos mantenernos aquí. Si dejamos que estos almacenes, estos dark stores, sigan llegando a nosotros sin regulaciones, a nosotros nos hacen y nos dan todas las regulaciones del mundo. Nosotros tenemos todos los días inspectores, todos los días tenemos más cosas que nos afectan a nosotros. Realmente nosotros hemos venido trabajando, siempre soportamos a nuestros políticos, a los concejales y a todos. Yo quiero saber ahora dónde ellos van a ponerse, dónde ellos van a estar, si ellos no van a venir en ayuda y a soportarnos a nosotros para que nosotros no nos desaparezcamos como desapareció la industria prácticamente de los taxis, que saben el daño que realmente le ha hecho. Así es que yo espero que esta lucha continúe y que ellos, si van a existir ahí, vengan y trabajen con nosotros, como decía mi compañero y hermano Frank, de que nosotros podamos servir, pero en negocios que estamos abiertos y trabajar con la tecnología, que de hecho ya nosotros venimos haciendo delivery en nuestras áreas. Así es que yo espero que los líderes políticos no nos dejen solos en este momento que realmente tanto necesitamos de ellos.
Así se habla.
¡Save our bodegas!
And now we have the New York City Controller, Mr. Brad Lander.
Yes, controller! Thank you so much. Bodegas, sí. Dark stores, no. Bodegas, sí. Dark stores, no. Bodegas, sí. Dark stores, no.
You've heard it time and again, but we really can't say it enough. Bodegas are at the very heart of New York City's culture and economy. Think about how many people during the pandemic watched In the Heights and saw as the place that's a symbol of what makes New York City what it is to people from all around the world, saving that bodega. Think about the bodega strike, where thousands of mostly Yemeni bodega owners came out, and it was not just that New Yorkers had their backs, it was that our kids went to the stores and wrote cards and said, we love that you are part of this neighborhood, that you've been part of this neighborhood, and we have your backs. Think even about the way in which bodegas played a part in our mayoral election, showing that real New Yorkers love their bodegas and will fight to save them. Now look, we've seen this play before, where finance capital, venture capital or hedge funds, back a venture designed to drive out something that makes it possible for New Yorkers, especially people of color, women, grassroots entrepreneurs, to thrive. That's what happened with Uber and Lyft. We had taxi drivers who were able, as people of color and small business people, to build something in New York, and we allowed a model of finance to come in and drive them out of business for the enrichment of just a small handful of people. We've allowed Amazon to come and drive out so many of our small businesses, and we cannot allow these dark stores to come and drive out our bodegas. And here's the thing, we don't have to, because they are abusing the rules of our city. And I think that Councilmember Brewer was really clear about this. Look, and it's pretty simple. These two corners are zoned for retail. This is retail, that is a warehouse. That corner is not zoned for a warehouse, it's zoned for retail. Bodegas, sí. Dark stores, no!
And the warehouse
that is going to do the same thing. It is very, very clear. So you have my word as New York City Controller. Our economy will thrive when we share benefits with entrepreneurs, with workers, and with communities. So I will join you to make the economic case for how bodegas matter in our city, and I'll join you in the fight around our zoning and our other rules to make sure that we prevent the dark storeization of New York City. We'll fight together for our bodegas. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Ready, Rumble. We got Jose Frias. He's going to introduce himself. Jose Frias, introduce himself.
Supermarket.
Hi, I am a supermarket owner from the Bronx. I'm here representing the NSA and the independent supermarket owners of the Bronx. This is a threat against our bodegas. Bodegas are the backbone of New York City, okay? And entrepreneurship is in danger of disappearing. We started in a bodega and we grew to small supermarkets, and we hope to keep growing in this New York, but if businesses like this keep popping up, we are going to disappear. Our restaurants, our bodegas, and supermarkets, and the opportunity that our children had from growing up in a bodega are going to be history. Okay, so I hope that we can do something to keep this out of the city. They have to go and find other locations where it's not unfair to us in our future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let me first thank my colleagues in Government Gale. You've been doing an incredible job leading on this issue, and we really appreciate it. And Chris and Carlina, who are native sons and daughters of the Lower East Side, and Brad, who's been such a tremendous, just great new controller. So we're lucky to have him. And I want to thank all of the business leaders that are here with us today. Frank and Francisco, Radamés, Carmen. You know, the Dominican community is the largest immigrant community in New York City. And two of the unheralded contributions that they've made are the Bodegas, the Bodega Association, or Bodegaderos, and the NSA, the National Supermarket Association. These are essential businesses that have kept us going through the pandemic. We rely on them now more than ever. And they are facing an existential threat to their existence with these dark stores. We cannot let it happen. I was thinking on my way over here, what makes New York City so great? You know, it's our diversity, it's arts and culture and Broadway, but I think most of all, it's that you can walk out your door any time of day, any day of the week, and get what you need on your corner. The bodegas are the cornerstones of our community, and we need to do everything we can to lift them up right now, not let them get taken over by, not let them fall apart at the hands of these awful companies. Now, we saw this with Uber and Lyft. They've operated at a loss for years, not showing their true costs. We cannot let these venture capital-backed companies operate at a loss, undermining what makes our neighborhood so great. We know what we need to do. We need a comprehensive regulatory framework to get every illegal business off the streets. It's just my first week as a council member, but I have the dubious distinction of having the second most dark stores in my district. I'm getting complaints about these stores from neighbors in every single neighborhood in the 33rd Council District. So I want you to know that I'm ready to work arm in arm with Gail, with Carlina, with Chris, and with the entire City Council to get these illegal dark stores off our streets. And we're going to do everything we can to lift up bodegas, to help provide new technology, to help provide real relief from the city, state, and federal government, and most of all, to encourage each and every one of our neighbors to shop at the stores that make our neighborhoods great and ignore these dark stores. So I'm here to be with you all. Thank you for having me.
Viva Bodega!
Viva Bodega!
We got like 3 more, but before we let a lot of guys in, I'm going to let a woman come in. Because she's a person that I've been helping to get certification. So let me bring her Ms. Marlene Brancho.
Nice to meet everybody. I'm going to do it first in English. So I am the daughter, right, of a Cuban-American family. We came to this country in 1959. We became beer wholesalers, home distributors. We lived and we bred and we have our lives off of these bodegas. We're very grateful to you. I am the first Latin American woman to run a franchise beer wholesaler in the state of New York.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that is thanks to what I have learned from all of you. My parents are very grateful. I am a Bronx native. I graduated from Fordham University. You guys, you bodegas, have supported us, our family, and our businesses. So Oak is here to support you. Yeah. We want to keep selling you beer. We want to keep selling you soda. we want to keep supporting your efforts. So no matter what, rain, sleet, snow, shine, we will be here. Got it?
Thank you.
Okay, ahora en español.
Ahora sí, ahora estamos hablando.
Nosotros somos inmigrantes. Mi abuela llegó en el 1959 de la isla de Cuba. Los vecinos de Puerto Rico, de Santo Domingo, y de todo lo demás. So, somos una familia. Diferentes islas, pero representamos una familia. La familia de bodega, la familia de supermercado, los NC, ¿dónde están?
Tranquilo.
Mi crianza es del Bronx, del sur del Bronx, Lewis 9 Boulevard. Fui a Fordham University. Soy la primera hispana y latina americana que corre uno de los almacenes más grandes de Nueva York. Estamos aquí para demostrar nuestro cariño, nuestro support, apoyo a los dominicanos, a los hispanos, a los yemeníes, a los bodegueros, a los supermercados, porque los necesitamos. The law. Which I got a lot of laws in my
The law.
We need your
council people here. They need to hear the law.
We need your help. We need to protect our bodegas. We need to protect our supermarkets. Why? Because they protect our kids. They protect our communities. They protect our jobs. We employ over 350 families. So we need you guys to come out there, to scream, to shout, to let them hear you. Because they need your help. They've been screaming and shouting for you for decades. So return the favor. Show them that we're family. We're New York. All right?
That's right.
Do it.
What's the law? 118. What's the law?
What's the law?
The law.
118.
Don't worry,
I got you.
I'll take it. I got it here. My fault. I'll solve it.
Jeffrey García.
Elegir productos de calidad en el supermercado no es un juego de niños.
Si no tiene nuestro loguito, no lo pongas en el carrito.
Cuando veo el logo de Cibao Meat, me siento tranquila, porque sé que estoy llevando a casa un producto de mucha calidad.
Cuando compres embutidos, piensa siempre en la salud de tu familia y busca los productos de Cibao Meat. Y recuerda, si no tiene nuestro loguito, no lo pongas en el carrito. Cibao Meat Product, tradición de calidad.
Para comprar productos frescos y de calidad en el supermercado, hay algunos que se van a los extremos. Muy a los extremos.
¡Wow!
Pero para llevar a casa los mejores embutidos, solo hay que buscar el sello de la calidad Cibao Meat.
Porque son los mejores.
Porque son calidad probada.
Porque son tradición.
Y calidad.
Si no tiene este loguito, no lo pongas en el carrito.
We got Jeffrey Garcia here.
From the Restaurant Association. Save our bodegas.
Save our bodegas.
Save our bodegas.
Thank you, everyone. To the elected officials here, thank you very much. Obviously, we've had a huge fight over the last couple of years, through COVID with our restaurants, and we continue to fight as we are also, like the bodegas, struggling. But we are here actually to talk about the bodegas. And this city is known as the city that never sleeps, right? The city of lights. Dark stores do not give us lights. They shut down the lights. And these stores are the ones that keep our neighborhood safe and bright, along with restaurants. That's what we need in our city. We don't need dark stores. We don't need stores with their windows covered up. We need stores that are vibrant and open. And we are here to support our brothers and sisters with the Bodega Association that they have supported us in the Restaurant Association through our fight. And right now is the time that we need our leaders, the mayor, the city council, the state leaders, to really step up and say, you know what, we got your back. And these folks will not survive here in this city. And to all the constituents in this area, don't support those businesses. Don't support those apps. You guys are the ones that could really make it happen right away. Even before the elected officials do anything, you guys are the ones that can make it happen right away. Do not support them. If you don't support them, they won't survive. They won't be able to pay their rent. And guess who will thrive? Our local bodegas. So, let's go bodegas. Save our bodegas. Save our bodegas.
Save our
Thank you.
bodega. Thank you.
We got Victor Matos. Victor?
Victor Matos. Victor Matos.
Victor. My mom is María.
Hello, mi nombre es Víctor Marte, bodeguero desde que era bien jovencito. Y te quiero solo, para no repetir muchas cosas de las que han dicho, pedirle que tratemos de parar esta clase de negocios que son escondidos, acaban con los nuestros, que estamos enfrentando siempre el peligro y todo lo que se nos presenta en el camino, y ellos escondidos quieren venir entonces a quitarnos nuestro negocio, que ha sido nuestro modo de vivir por mucho tiempo. A los oficiales que representan la ciudad, les pedimos la ayuda que nos puedan dar con ese problema y salir de esos negocios escondidos. Gracias.
Bueno, a tight schedule, we want to give you guys questions and answers. So Frank has the last word, and then we're going to open up for any questions and answers you may have for anyone here. Frank?
To end this, I'm going to ask everybody to just hold on for a minute because it's very important, and I want the controller to hear this because I'm going to throw it to him first. First, I want to congratulate Mayor Adams for supporting small business. For the first time, a mayor has our interest. Let's give him an applause. Everybody knows I've been after Bloomberg, I went after Mayor Bill de Blasio, Cuomo, all of them. And this is the first time that I say that a mayor is doing the right thing. And I'm proud to say that. Hopefully he won't prove me wrong. But we're asking him to get involved in this fight. We're asking for that the new commissioner, we want to congratulate, we finally got a commissioner that understands us, who's Asian. I'm asking the new small business commissioner and the council people to set up a meeting with all the Latino leadership we're here, just like the controller, to meet with us, to give us the respect, to let them know what's going on. We're asking the commissioner to continue the small business conference that me and Jeffrey are part of, the small business board that helped with the COVID. COVID's still going on. We need these monthly meetings with the commissioner of small business. It's important. We're also asking that the commissioner helps us with this issue with the bodegas, to meet with Francisco and Radames, to give the mayor the same way Francisco Radames supported the mayor. Now the mayor needs to support us. We're asking the controller, who's here, who's listening. I told him I was going to call him out. I'm asking him to have Wendy Garcia have a small business technology task force for minorities to help us support the small businesses. We have our own software that the bodegas develop. Why corporate America is not supporting them? Why is white corporate America supporting companies like the one across the street? Why isn't DoorDash and other companies supporting our bodegas and wants to go against us? So we're asking the controller to help us, who has funding, because he has the venture fund, our pension, police, MTA, he's in charge of that pension fund to help us fund technology that will be able to go against these beasts that are putting our people out of business. Yo estoy pidiendo que nuestro Contralor, que es un amigo de la comunidad, he's a friend of the community, que nos ayude a tener dinero contra esta gente y que nos ponga un fondo para tecnología, para ayudarnos, que ponga a Wendy García, que ha sido un buen líder para nosotros, y qué bueno que dejó a Wendy, pero estoy pidiendo a él que nos ayude con eso. And to end it, I'm asking the governor and I'm asking the city council to ask us a meeting with the governor. We need a meeting with the governor emergency, and she has not given it to us. We're asking Gail, who's been our leader, to have the governor sit down with the Latino leadership. Why we have to yell and scream in a corner of a bodega for the elected officials to take us seriously. And so I'm asking the governor again, because now it's going to happen, we're going to go against you. Whoever's going to run against you, if you don't meet with us, we're going to go against you. I'm saying, I'm warning you. You asked for my help, I gave you the help. I spoke to your people who don't return my phone calls no more, but you asked me for my help. I didn't come to you, Governor, you came to me. So I'm asking you to please sit down with us. Give Jeffrey and all Francisco and Radames and Carmen the respect as a leader to sit down with us. And to end this, we're asking the mayor, our mayor, to allow a Latino to help coordinate, like Megalina, small business, for them who don't speak English, to have someone that speaks Spanish to work with us. Then when we call, that person got a power. Because we call Megalina, works for small business, and sometimes she's bullied by her people in small business. The commissioner's got to come and clean house. I've had employees there discriminate against me and embarrass me in front of everybody. So I'm asking also that the Speaker of the City Council, Gail, I need you to get this message to the Speaker. We're happy that you're Speaker. We're happy you're a woman. We're happy you're a minority. But we're asking something from you. We want a Latino to be head of the Small Business Committee. We need someone to carry our water that we could go to. We don't have a mayor that's Latino. We don't have someone that is the Speaker that's Latino. At least give us someone to carry our water, and we need somebody as the Speaker to put someone to help us. I don't care which councilwoman person that is, but we need someone that understands our community to be there because we're under siege. Our businesses are under siege, not just New York, nationally. So now I'm going to ask the community to come together to continue fighting this. Our next press conference, we had a press conference about a De La restaurant that's being kicked out. That's another thing. We need legislation for rental. We need this only woman beer distributors being attacked by Manhattan Beer. We're not going to allow that. The Bodegas are going to come together and support you. Same way you supported us. So these are the asks that my leadership asks me as the national chairman to ask you. Dear Mayor, dear Governor, dear Speaker. So we ask you and we demand that you support the Bodegas. Save our Bodegas!
Save our Bodegas! Any questions?
Save our Bodegas!
Any questions?
Save our Bodegas! Save our Bodegas!
Thank you. Here, if you want to have any questions.
I'm ready to leave.
What do you say to those who say this is just capitalism at work, it's competition?
Yeah.
Why do they have such an advantage over the
Talk about gorillas and Joker and Go-Puff and Mike K and all the other ones. They are not mom and pop. They are literally German, Turkey, and billions of venture capital behind them. That is number one. Number two, I don't think they are lawfully there. No question, the windows have to be open. Number two, they're a warehouse in the retail district. Number three, are you allowed to store your bicycles with batteries indoors? I wouldn't want to live above. There are too many. Guess what's here? You see inside, you can go inside, you can find them, you can talk to them. The windows are open, they're legal. That's the difference.
Say it, Carol. I just want to answer something. Our members sell the goods. You have Mamita ice cream. You have all these other suppliers. They don't buy from our community, but they say they do. We're not Coca-Cola. I don't see Coca-Cola supporting us. That's why we were going to boycott them a couple of months ago. So one thing I want to say is they got millions and millions of dollars. We have our own software, MeBodega.com. Why isn't corporate America supporting them? It's economic racism. That's what we're calling it. Because we're not white from Wall Street, we don't get that money. And that's what's going on.
And she just remembered the bill that I want to make sure that...
It's 1812. Oak Beverage, we have competitors. We go against people like Union Beer, Manhattan Beer, Simon Berkson. He wants to monopolize the beer industry. If he does that, the price to
We're
consumers
gonna
of
have a
beer.
press conference with you in the Bronx. That's the next one.
So
That's
please, focus.
We got that.
Think about who sells beer. You need vendors, you need suppliers, you need people to support you. We need your help.
Joker and them are not supporting this. We are. We're supporting women-owned businesses.
Okay?
She just remembered the bill. That's what I want to make it.
1812, please support us. We are against the monopoly. Okay? Everyone should think about this. Okay? He is Corona. Okay? At the end of the day, that will be the only beer you see. That is not what we are about. We have people, we support Dykeman beer, we support craft beer. We are the distributors of Jarritos, okay? The biggest Mexican soda in the country. We are here to support craft, to support New York. So 1812. But support us. We need your help.
We need the Assembly and the Senate to support that.
Thank you.
Next question. Next question.
I'm in the neighborhood.
Right.
Press question.
You are my neighbor. I've been in this neighborhood for 25 years. When I saw this thing open under a luxury building, which is over 20,000 square feet, that's a powerful message to the community. So I heard somebody saying that just to download the app and don't buy. I don't think they're worried about the rents.
They're not, because they're all PC.
Besides this wonderful thing that is happening now, what should we expect next? And we are doing next, so we can get rid of this monster.
Okay,
so what is it? How come?
I'm a council member.
And you have your councilman right here too.
Yeah.
The answer is we have you can write to the mayor if you want to be very specific, because we think that zoning-wise it's illegal.
The zoning, yeah.
Councilman?
You have to fight it with muscle, and the answer is the zoning.
Councilman?
Yeah, this was part of their plan all along. How many mom and pop businesses could actually take over a 20,000 square foot retail shop? None. And so they weren't looking for someone that wanted to build a bodega, that wanted to build a boutique clothing store, that wanted to build something that was going to interact with our community. So it's making sure that we keep these developers and these VC-backed companies accountable. And we could do that through checking the zoning and adding legislation to put a stop to this.
Yeah, why the technology is not working with the small businesses of New York City, the moms and pops?
They want to put them out of
Why
business.
they're going over and doing other stuff that you're not legally doing it so?
Any other press questions?
They can affect. It's affect a lot because they come. They have a lot of money. They throw a lot of money. They don't serve the community. They just come to take the business, and they affect them because the offer that they having and the people they having pushing outside like making order to get online. Those customers, we are losing those customers, and we cannot compete with them. Those are capital ventures that they have a lot of money, which we don't have access to.
Yeah.
So that's how it affects us. And we've been in the community, serving the community, no matter what situation are, can be the high crimes like this now, COVID, whatever, we be serving our community. We open for any emergency, the people can run and be safe in our store. For any need of the community, we there to let them have anything that they need, some meal, some food. We are there. They don't do that.
And typically these type of corporations have enough seed funding that have a 5-year funding run rate. And so, today they might be making a dent into the profit and the margins of small businesses like bodegas, but 2 years from now, they're really going to take over communities. And so we don't want to wait 5 years from now to take action. We see the signs, we know the patterns, and that's why we have to be proactive.
It's the same thing that happened. I think if we will let that happen, we're going to disappear. And like everybody's saying, that we serving the community. We're not only over here to make money, they over here to making money. They don't care about the community, they don't care. Plus, we employ more people than what they do because they close. they could work with 2 or 3 people. The store have to work for no less than 5 people. For the more, it could be a store less than 5 employee. It's not going to be. It's
tell
not
how
going to
they're
work.
offering $20 for people to come in and register. You can't afford that.
Oh no! How you know if we continue, let those people coming over here, believe it or not, we're gonna close. We have to close. We're gonna close the store. And like I say, we are here to work with that technology, but we don't have the money that they got it. And like the councilman say, he say that they have enough money to stay. They don't care if they're losing money for 2 years. We don't have that capacity to lose not 1 penny. We're not making enough money.